It looks like President-elect Donald Trump is coming to town. The FAA won't confirm his arrival for security reasons, but is putting air restrictions in place at PBIA tomorrow night. And the Coast Guard, get used to these zones. You'll see them zones 1, 2, and 3. The Coast Guard will be stepping up patrols around Mar A Lago in the afternoon. As Megan McRoberts reports tonight, the trip here may well last through the holidays.
Well, boating restrictions around Mar A Lago will go into effect tomorrow afternoon. Drivers can also expect occasional road closures as the president-elect's motorcade moves around, especially here along Southern Boulevard, the route from the airport to Mar A Lago. Every night that Susan walks her dogs near her home along the Intercoastal in West Palm Beach, she gets a direct view of Mar A Lago. Friday, all signs indicate that the president-elect will be there.
They'll probably come over here and walk my dogs and wave at them.
She's used to being around dignitaries. She also knows the inconvenience that can come with it.
But I lived in New York City, and we had Khrushchev used to come, and the leader of Fidel Castro used to come, and we used to have a lot of blockage off of streets. And
Palm Beach County Sheriff Rick Bradshaw hopes to minimize the burden to the public.
I don't want to cause a lot of inconvenience to the public. You know, the dignitaries don't want to do that either, but there are certain security constraints that we have to deal with.
The U.S. Coast Guard is restricting boater access to the Intercoastal Waterway and the ocean near Mar A Lago starting at 2 p.m. Friday until January 3rd. There will be road restrictions surrounding his motorcade wherever it goes.
I don't think you're going to see him traveling all over the place, and the reason is he understands what it takes to move him from place to place.
As for Susan, she is waiting to see what the new normal will be every time Trump comes to Palm Beach.
why don't you ask me in 2 weeks after he's been here for a couple of weeks?
Bradshaw says Trump's escort from the airport to Mar A Lago during his Thanksgiving visit only took about 11 minutes. He expects the same amount of time for his next visit. Now, all of this does come at a cost for the sheriff's office. Bradshaw saying Trump's Thanksgiving visit cost the sheriff's office nearly $250,000 in overtime. In West Palm Beach, I'm Megan McRoberts, WPTV News Channel 5.
Tonight, the president-elect thanking his supporters in Pennsylvania. Mr. Trump returning to Hershey, where he campaigned this fall. He became the first Republican since 1988 to win the Keystone State. During tonight's speech, he recounted his election night triumphs and again pledged to build a border wall along the Mexico-U.S. border. He also promised better deals for the U.S., including those involving defense contracting. Megan McRoberts heads to Orlando tomorrow night for the president-elect's thank you rally there. It starts at 7 p.m. from the Central Florida Fairgrounds. Please watch News Channel 5 at 11 tomorrow night for a live report from Trump's event.